Good morning, friends. It's still the same girl, Josie Gugwang. Today, when I woke up, I was like, after my morning prayer, I told God, what can I really do today? I just want to actually go on the camera. I just want to use my phone to do something, but I just don't want to do something that at the end of it, it doesn't have any moral or it doesn't have any lesson. So after I got busy and something just flew into my mind, and I was like, wow, I just started imagining how the outcome is going to be. And that's what I want to share with you today. But first and foremost, how are you doing? How is work treating you? How are you coping with your husband, and how are you coping with your wife? How is school treating you? How are you preparing? How is life generally? Whatever you're going through is gonna be well. Just believe God, because mine has been okay, but even with that, I'm still hopeful. So today I came to tell you that there are many things that we know that because of the problem we are facing, we turn a blind eyes to them. One thing I came to realize that we ourselves are even our inspiration to our own very selves. But sometimes someone needs to remind us of the things we already know. Someone who dedicates herself talking to you, and that person is me. I may not talk to you every day, but whenever something comes into my mind, I can't stop to share. Most of the things I send to you guys are the things that you know, all those advices, relationship stuff. But sometimes we need to be reminded of the things that we already know so that we will still be on the track. We learn every day. I learn every day whenever I get the chance to talk to somebody. I learn every day when I get the chance to maybe come across a book. I learn every day. That's why I'm always saying that after my video, even when I post something, I don't post it because I copy it from somewhere. I post it from my inner self. And anything you're going to ask me pertaining what I'm saying to you, I am going to answer you to the best of my understanding. And from your own question, we can get to have a dialogue. And from there, we have a solution to all the things we've been wanting to sort. But back to the main business of today. Today, I want to bring to perfume to be an illustration to you. Because sometimes we hate ourselves. We hate the scars on our body, but someone even wishes to be with that scar. We hate the color skin that God gave to us, and that's why some people go out to bleach. We hate so many things about ourselves, but until you accept yourself the very way you are, that person will not appreciate you. So today I have two perfume here to give you an illustration. First, I will start with this one. This perfume right here was bought by me, I think some weeks or months ago. You see, it's still really full. I bought this perfume, I think that was on February or in March first week. But you see, the perfume is still almost full. It's called Venza perfume. You can see it. This perfume is a perfume I bought, but after I bought it, I didn't love it. Why? Because I didn't appreciate the fragrance. But on two occasions when I went out, someone told me that I love the fragrance of your perfume, and I was like, wow. But for me, in my heart, I was like, there's nothing special about this perfume. But maybe they love it. Then I had to put the thing in my bag. I didn't use it for weeks. So I just thought I should bring it out so in case anybody wants to use it, they could use it. So that day my sister's friend used the perfume and was like, wow, so this kind of amazing perfume is here and we've not been using it. And I was just smiling in my inside. Again, my sister actually used the perfume. She was like, it's a nice perfume, but to me I was like, what is wrong with these people? It's like they don't scent what I scent. I don't like this perfume even when I bought it. What I just love is this color. But there are thousands of people that love this perfume. Even more than 10 people have actually asked them what's the name. But it's just very cheap. It's about 1,900. But yet you don't appreciate yourself the way you are. You have a scar, and so what? You have a stretch mark, and so what? There are people dying to just have a touch of you. There are people dying just to sit with you, to say something to you, to tell you how much they love you. Appreciate yourself the way you are. Because if you don't appreciate yourself the way you are, there will be no one out there to appreciate you. Even when I didn't appreciate this babe, maybe this babe had already known its worth, even right from when I bought it. The babe knew its worth, and that is why some other people saw the worth of it. And when I now saw that this babe was worth something, I had to start using the babe because people were loving it, but deep down me, as day passes by, I had to realize that this babe was actually having a good fragrance. That one is over. This babe here, the name will be there for you to Google. This babe here is about close to 25,000 or even 30,000 if I'm not mistaken now. My sister owns this babe, and this one is the one I could afford. 1,950 and about 30,000. I will give you the name to Google to confirm what I'm saying. My sister happened to love my babe more than she loved as designer's babe. But I could not appreciate this. But someone else who had million, who could afford a babe worth 30,000 more, loved the one I bought 1,950. So what am I saying to you? The things you take for granted. Your skin color you feel is not right. Because you're not in school does not mean that someone doesn't love you. Because you don't have a family does not mean that people don't appreciate you. I care less about this babe until I reason it why people love this babe. This babe is really expensive. But the person that owns this babe preferred my little perfume that I could afford. So what is life now? The things that you feel that is not worth it might be the things that is the best for you. There's nobody that is worthless. You are beautiful, you are handsome, you are amazing. You are the most incredible person I've ever had in my entire life. Appreciate the things you have. Appreciate your skin color. Appreciate the level of education you've been able to attain. Appreciate the little house you're squatting in. Appreciate everything around you and watch things happening, turning around for you. This babe is actually the center of my concentration. That are things you don't love. Other people are dying for it. Someone out there loves you. Someone appreciates you. And someone wants to be there, dying to have you. Stay positive and believe that you can amount to anything. Check this babe very well when I send it to you so you will not be mistaken. It's a designer's babe. I use this to emphasize on a lot of things. Someone who could afford this didn't love it, but just had to love this little babe that I had. But don't mistake me, destiny helper, in case my video gets to you. Don't feel if my sister could afford a babe of 30,000 doesn't mean that she gave me 100 million or thousands. That's a lie. Do not use my video to stop you from coming to look at me, destiny helper. I had to use this to make you understand that nothing in life is worthless. You are not worthless. No matter what the world feels about you, you are incredible. No matter what they think about you, you are loved. No matter how low self-esteem you feel you have, no matter the background you come from, that does not define you. But the word is inside of you. It's in the content, not the container. It's what you carry, the grace in you, the blessings that follows you. What God is going to do for you at every time does not have anything to do with the price. You don't have a car and people feel, no, you're worth more than everything. Stay positive and know that God loves you. I still remain that girl, Josie Ogbon. Bye for now, and God bless you.